Apologies again for the technology malfunctions. Martinez steps off. Got quite the battle here between Tyler O'Toole and Martinez. A 2-2 count to O'Toole. The go-ahead run. Jackson on second, 1 out. This one is flared into right center field. Very shallow. Trouble. Chaos, but it's caught. Jackie Willie Mays style by Elijah Ramos at second base. A little over the shoulder. Tough play in a triangle of defenders with Barrett Bronson at first and Dylan Perez in right crashing in on to make the play. But a good communication by the Crawdads to record the out. That is one of the scarier plays as an infielder, going back and trying to get the out. So well done by Ramos, who was also occupied at second, trying to keep Jackson from moving, who's shown to be dancing at second base tonight, trying to take third. Swing and a miss. Runner goes. Throw high, but gets it down. No, he gets underneath it. Kevin Parker can't believe it. The throw definitely beat him, but it was high, so it opened a window for Jackson to slide in there. And immediately, the safe call summons Brian Cummings, the head coach of the Crawdads, and he's going to want an explanation. Jackson had been flirting with taking third base during the O'Toole at bat, which kept Ramos at second base, holding him tight, which is why that play was so tough. Then he tries to take third, but the throw was on time from Winchell, who kind of had to step around the hitter, Michael Akawa. The throw beat him, but again, it was just high and up and towards the right of the line. Regardless, the hit or wild pitch still needs to score him for Akawa. He holds up on a slider in the dirt, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike to Akawa. Defense is pretty straight up. The 1-1. Fouled straight back again, going with that slider. That's just going to kind of sit over the plate, force that hitter to pull the trigger, and then just kind of fall right off. Good job by Akawa to stay alive. Everyone wants to hit leadoff fourth, but it's moments like this in the bottom of the order where you get to climb the ladder. The 1-2. Not even close. Tries to speed him up with some high heat. An easy take for Akawa. Trying to get the Legends to claw first. They trailed as big as 8-3 the last time these teams met. Slider off the play. That just had too much run. Beautiful pitch from Martinez. And yet again, leaves the Legend in scoring position. It's no runs, no hits, and just 1 left aboard for the Legends, as it will be Sutter Moss, Riley Winchell, and Elijah Ramos at the bottom half of the order for the Crawdads to open up the third. Welcome back here to Baylands Park as we get set to begin the top half of the third inning. The Crawdads looking for not only their first hit, but their first base runner against Connor Murphy as their aggressive approach at the plate, trying to get ahead of the count early and get those bats hot, has not worked in their favor. It's been 2 strikeouts and a 6 up, 6 down to go with it as Sutter Moss, the DH, steps in. Murphy delivers. And a first pitch strike on the outside corner. That fastball has a little bit of a run to it. Runs away from that left-handed bat of Sutter Moss. You can see that moves a little bit more with the way Murphy is lined up. You can see he's towards the right side, towards Sutter Moss side of that pitching rubber. It's a slider that hooks in. Is it going to stay fair? It is! That's going to roll up against the wall right by the foul pole, and jogging into second is Moss, and he immediately gives his dugout some love as not only are the Crawdads on the hit board, but they've got a runner on second with nobody out. It was fastball away, and tried to get that same tunnel where that pitch starts at that same spot as the first 2 fastballs did, but this time trying to get the slider to cut in on the hands, and Sutter Moss was all over it, being able to keep those hands inside and pulled it just enough to stay inside that right field line. That brings up Riley Winchell. And that one in the dirt, squeaks by just a little bit of Ethan Jackson. Throw to third on time. Did he get him? He got him! Great block by Jackson. It squirts away just enough to give Moss some hope of scratching over to third, but a great recovery by Jackson and an absolute cannon with a top-tier accuracy. And Moss absolutely hosed. And the first hit for the Crawdads is immediately erased as it's a 1-1 count to Winchell. That slider flies off the plate. But Riley Winchell, he had an active freshman year, recording 169 at-bats, slashing .367 at the batting average with a .423 on-base percentage. He's ahead in the count now, 3 balls and 1 strike. He showcased his power, crushing 12 home runs and 32 extra base hits while driving in 49 runners at Chabot College. Quite a few Crawdads from Chabot College as Winchell takes ball 4. That'll bring up Elijah Ramos.
Number 9, Elijah Ramos.
Ramos, another successful collegiate season at Cal State East Bay. So he takes strike 1. He was an absolute ball-and-play machine, striking out just 4 times while walking 9. The 0-1. Swing! And a miss. No balls and 2 strikes. That slider-fastball combo has just been top tier for Connor Murphy right now. We'll see what the Crawdads adjust to in the second go-around here as the 9-hitter Ramos steps in. Fighting pitch by pitch now. This one's tapped over to short, Akawa, to second, and they will just get the lead runner, Winchell. Excuse me, that was Altmark. Akawa's at third. Ball hit that softly. It's nearly impossible to turn 2 there, so you will absolutely just take the lead runner. Fortunately, now you have to face Peyton Rolls, who's making a case for an MVP right now at the CCL level. That's a high chopper to Akawa. This is going to be a tough play. He's got to get rid of it. Rolls can fly, and he got him! A long hop that forced Akawa to take multiple steps back towards the outfield grass, and a fadeaway toss across the diamond still gets the speedy Rolls. So despite 3 Crawdads reaching base, none of them score, and it will be the Legends top of the order to start the 3rd inning. 0-0 Crawdads Legends.
Winner of our Find Your Shoe Challenge.
It's been a defensive and pitching clinic through the first 2.5 innings here at Baylands Ballpark. Connor Murphy gave up a couple base runners, but it's been the defense behind him to help him get out of that top of the 3rd inning. Mason Griffin is going to try and get on base to start this 3rd inning for the Legends, as he did back in the 1st. The Legends have had a runner in scoring position in both innings to start this one, both with less than 2 outs as well. That's a slider in the dirt. No offer at it from Mason Griffin. Again, these lefties probably want to see something, get this ball, catch this ball deep and hit it to left field here, with Martinez really pounding that outside corner. Backdoor slider, strike 1. Defense pretty straight up for a lefty. Rowles at the shortstop. Little bit to his, couple steps to his left. It's the 1-1 to Griffin. Tries to get that backdoor slider to fall again, just doesn't bite. Goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. Hitter's count here for Griffin. Trying to do some damage. Pitch. So this one's fouled back out of play. Evens the count at 2 apiece.
And brings it to the entrance table. Gets a special prize.
No runs, a hit, and no errors for the Crawdads. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Legends. The pitch. And he had just high. Mark Griffin thought about it, but just up and out. Makes the count full. A challenge pitch here from Martinez to Griffin. Great fight by Griffin. Martinez just trying to get that backdoor slider to fool Martinez. Interesting to see if that sets up some high heat here. See what Winchell calls. Saw Griffin almost offer at it at the 2-2. Here's the payoff. This one's rolled over to first, and it'll be an easy play for Bronson to retire Griffin. That'll bring up Aaron Lewis for the Legends.
Number 17, Aaron
Lewis, as I mentioned, finding himself more frequently in the lineup card after a 3-hit game. The left-handed hitter from just up north in San Francisco at a Sacred Heart Prep. He rolls this one over to Bronson. Foul. Hit 297 at Portland just this past season with 3 RBIs. He also made 11 pitching appearances, which is probably why Cinzeri likes him in that right field due to that pitching arm. That usually translates to a strong arm, which can really keep runners from extending extra base hits or even scoring. There's that backdoor slider yet again. Lewis not interested in offering at it, puts him behind no balls and 2 strikes. He had 2 wins and 16 strikeouts over 22 1/3 innings pitched, so he was pretty successful on the bump as well for the Ports. Here's the 0-2. That one's outside and low, but not a bad 0-2 pitch. Martinez to the 5'10 outfielder. Down low, misses again. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Crawdad's a talented team. They can beat you any way. Low scoring, high scoring. They beat the Legends earlier this season, 14-10. Despite a huge lead. Another slider. That one gets away from Winchell, but no harm. Another full count for Martinez in this inning.
I just let him ride. You guys need waters or anything? Oh, good. Thank you.
So we pitched number 14, and he's only got 1 out, and this is the second hitter of the inning for Martinez. Aaron Lewis, reminder, we probably cut out and lost you for a second there, but Lewis had a 8-pitch at-bat. And that one gets in and hits his elbow guard. And a little frustration shown when tossing his bat over to the dugout, but he's got quite the armor on that right arm, so I can't imagine that's going to stay with him too long. Regardless, he's got himself on base, and Martinez is his second hit batsman of the game. Here comes the designated hitter, Ryan Duran, in the 3 spot. First pitch, fastball inside on the hands. Duran fouls it back. Duran's gotten quite comfortable in this 3 spot in the order after a 2-out, 2-run single against the Stompers on Sunday. Legends won that game 6-3. Their most recent game. They're scheduled to play last night against the Merchants. That one's tapped foul. The game was postponed due to field availability. A lot of baseball trying to be played in the summertime, I guess. Here's the 0-2 with a good lead from Lewis. That one's in the dirt outside. 0-2 is probably the pitch you want to go on if you're feeling aggressive on the base paths. Sets up that off-speed pitch. We haven't seen Martinez throw 2 sliders back-to-back yet. Let's see if he does it here. 1-2. He does. Duran is all over it to get another life. The biggest difference, or one of the biggest differences from this Legends team over this 2-game win streak has been the 2-strike approach, just being able to fight off the good pitches. That was a well-executed 1-2 pitch by Martinez. A slider off the plate, getting Duran off balance, but just enough wood to keep that at-bat alive. This one's a soft liner over to Ramos. Hits a funky hop, throw to short in time for the out, but Duran beats it at first. That one almost snuck by Ramos. That one almost had some juke moves there. Like a running back in the open field as it hit the lip of the grass and kicked the other direction to Ramos. He was able to field it smoothly and get it to Rowles for the out, but Rowles no play at first for the fielder's choice. Here's Altmark, and he takes a pitch for strike 1. Altmark, victim of the strikeout. Martinez has 4 on the evening. Ramos playing off the bag for the lefty while Rowles plays up the middle. Fastball swing and a miss. He gets a little piece of it, but it'll be 1 ball and 2 strikes to Altmark. First start as a Legend this summer at Baylands Park. The 1-2. Stays alive. Another 2-strike foul ball from this Legends team. Each Legend this inning has seen 5 pitches. This will be pitch number 5 for Altmark. Oliver Hogan, the powerful right-hander, on deck. And a good miss. Yeah, you got to think a lefty, he loves that backdoor slider, a fastball, kind of setting that up, missing outside. Maybe you get a pitch in that same tunnel that kind of comes back last second pitch. This one's rolled over to Ramos again. He's got to get a feel for it. Picks it up, throws to first, no problem for the side to be retired. Couple of base runners, but no problem again for Martinez. He faces 4 Legends, retires 3. It's no score at the end of 3. Heading in to the top of the 4th. Top half of the 4th here, still scoreless. Baylands Park here on the Menlo Park Legends live stream network. It'll be Dylan Perez, Ryan Ellis, and Kevin Parker to face a new arm for the Legends as Christian Duarte, the Santa Clara Bronco, comes out to pitch. A best friend of Nick Sanzeri, making yet another appearance this season on the bump, and it's done him well. He is 2nd in the CCL in strikeouts. He has been a stellar arm out of the on the bump and out of the bullpen. Taking over for Connor Murphy, who went a strong 3 innings of no-run ball, just allowed the 1 hit with just 2 strikeouts and 1 walk. First pitch from Duarte is outside. Two-seam runs hot in on the hands, but misses inside. 2 balls and no strikes to Perez. Sophomore, going to Baylor University. That one sneaks onto that inside corner. Perez not in agreement there. Speedster from that left side. Swiped 16 bases in high school. Slider outside, and that catches the outside corner, and I think Perez thinks he should have a 4-pitch walk, but instead he finds himself at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Grew up in a baseball family from Bourne, Texas. This is dad played
The kid game.
college ball at UTSA as he taps a 2-2 pitch foul. So picking up right where dad left off, going to play at Baylor University, another well-known Division I baseball program in the big state of Texas. A 1,200 OPS will definitely get you, and a 400 average will definitely get you committed to Baylor. And he takes outside to fill the count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Perez a tough assignment in right field tonight, dealing with some shadows and some sunlight. Full count pitch. And that one just misses high. Arguably one of the better pitches in the at-bat. And a pretty confident take from Perez, a guy who saw the first 2 strikes and was not in agreement. But regardless, he finds his way aboard for Ryan Ellis. Definitely a guy that Nick Sinzeri has highlighted on the lineup card for the Crawdads. Probably why he went to Duarte early as Ellis looks at a first pitch strike. Facing Perez and Ellis, 2 left-handers, before getting to the right-hander Kevin Porter on deck. Perez has played in a few seasons in 2022 and 2023 at the CCL level. That one's fouled back. A little hanging of a slider there, but Ellis just taps it. It's now no balls and 2 strikes. Made an All-Star game appearance in both years. He hit .344 with a .456 on base percentage with 27 doubles and 8 home runs. Runner goes, swing and a miss, throw it over to second. It's going to be not in time. But a great attempt by Jackson, who's already thrown out a Crawdad tonight. But you'll take what you get as Duarte does get the strikeout from a dangerous Ryan Ellis. So 1 out, and the strikeout acts as a bunt for Kevin Parker.
Number 8, Kevin Parker Jr.
O'Toole taking care of second as that ball misses outside. You got to be careful as a second baseman with a lefty on the bump and a righty at the plate. That right-handed hitter's thinking right where that hole is right now. And he doesn't have to hit it very hard to get through due to how big that gap is on the right side. Strike 2. Clips the outside corner. Duarte's got to mix up his timing there as Dylan Perez is starting to get a little too comfortable at second base. He's kicking dirt all over the place. He goes quick to the plate that time, but misses low. Ethan Jackson has been just fantastic tonight, blocking everything thrown in the dirt from his pitchers and really keeping an eye on the base path despite the stolen base from Perez, who was almost thrown out on the strikeout. O'Toole still keeping Perez close. Pitch fouled. Little too much played on a 1-2 pitch from Duarte. You leave that right side vulnerable with O'Toole, because even if Parker is jammed, if he's late on an inside pitch, that ball's going to go to right field, and it's just a race to the ball and to first base. Perez is really dancing over there. Pitch. This one's rolled over to third. Akawa gets eaten up a bit. He stays on it. Throw over to first. Got him by a step. Not exactly a textbook fielding display, but Akawa makes the play for the second out, and it's an unproductive out, bringing up the slugger, Bryden Bull.
Number 7, Bryden Bull.
That dirt is pretty hard out there no matter how much you water it, and it almost is like throwing a bouncy ball on cement where it kind of kicks up on you. And Bull calls time. It was either granted the Bull or Duarte just stepped off. Altmark is now given the duties to hold Perez close. Swing and a miss. A filthy slider to get Bull ahead. Bull's definitely going to expect to see that pitch again at some point in this at-bat. There it is again. He fouls it back. More on time with it. Got to imagine Duarte either spins this one off the plate or switches up the timing of Bull, who has proven to be on top of that slider now. Perez just itching to test Ethan Jackson's arm, take third base. The pitch. That one's in the dirt. Jackson, a phenomenal job keeping it in front. Goes back to that slider. That's 3 straight sliders to Bull. Defense straight up. Lewis is pretty deep in right field, respecting the power of Bryden Bull. This one's tapped foul. So again, goes right back to that slider. Yeah, that ground ball just kind of ate up Akawa. That last out from Parker. Pitch. This one's rolled over to first, and it's bobbled, knocked in front of him, but not going to be able to make the play as it kicks away from Hogan. And he just made the decision to go get the ground ball too late. And that's going to be an error on Hogan, and Bull's going to reach base, bringing up Barrett Bronson, who struck out on 3 pitches to end the second inning. Perez moves over to third. Duarte will be tasked to get the 4th out of the inning with the defense straight up. This one's fastball inside, fouled to the first base side. You know, typically teams are pretty careful about a steal in this situation because they'll give themselves up in order for the the runner on third to score. But Ethan Jackson has got a cannon. He can throw you out. That 2-seam runs off the plate away to Bronson, evening the count at 1 apiece.
I was already planning on doing a progression of Let's Go Legends throughout this. It's fine.
Swing and a miss. Great pitch from Duarte, almost giving Bronson no shot.
You have to stop it by the time they come set. Can I? Sorry.
Here's the pitch. That one misses outside. Ronson evens the count now at 2 apiece. Ronson, just 3 games under his belt in his freshman year. At the St. Mary's Gales, who had a very successful season, making it to the finals of their regionals. And the runner takes off. Swing and a miss. The throw down to second. It's low, and it's in the dirt. But he gets him swinging, so it won't matter. Duarte gets the out himself. And the Legends and Duarte escape the jam. It was not easy, but they get it done, keeping this game scoreless. Headed into the second half of the 4th inning. For the Legends, it'll be the middle of the order. It'll be Hogan, Jackson, and Mooser.
batting for the Menlo Park Legends, number 20, Oliver Hogan.
Oliver Hogan steps in to lead off the 4th inning. New pitcher, Miles Tencher, the right-hander. Throwing it like Giants old-time reliever Tyler Rogers almost. Just that hand sniffing that dirt. Looks like he's almost throwing the pitch behind Hogan, but then whips it back around. It can be very tough to hit as a hitter because that ball looks like it's going to come right at you and you don't understand where it's going until it sneaks across the plate. And that one does not leave the side of Hogan as that one clips his feet. And that is the 3rd hit batsman, the 3rd hit legend of the game, but it is a leadoff runner in a scoreless game, so you'll take it.
Oh, who's the new batter? Number 14? Who's number 14?
30.
Who's 14?
And it looks like it will be a new hitter for the Legends.
Who's 14?
Pulling up.
Get that information here in a moment. He takes strike 1 over the plate.
No, he is number 20. He's number 2.
Correction, this looks like it is still Ethan Jackson. Ryder's going to take off. Throw over to second. It looks in time. He might get in there. He does. A stolen base for Oliver Hogan. And that hit by pitch that nicked his foot does not seem to be holding him back, as that is another stolen base for Cincinnati's Legends on the season. So now the powerful Ethan Jackson already having a stellar night behind the plate. Let's see if he can make some noise in the box. And he tries to do some damage with that slider, but just gets a piece of it, fouls it back. I was asking, but that's okay. Here's the 1-2 to Jackson. He misses down. So another runner in scoring position for the Legends. Just 2 hits. I've not recorded a hit since Duran's single in the 1st inning. The rest has just been via bruises from the Crawdad's pitching staff. A big lead there from Hogan. Pitch. Foul straight back. Jackson's all over that slider now, forcing Tencher to have to switch something up. With 2 strikes here and you're Jackson, the power definitely a threat, but you're just kind of looking to find any way to get Hogan 90 feet from home plate, moving him over to third base. It's the 2-2. And just a frisbee of a slider gets Jackson swinging on strike 3. Just a real nasty release point and beautiful execution on that slider. That'll bring up the Legends left fielder, Ethan Mooser.
Number 27, Ethan Mooser.
He was also hit by a pitch, joining a pretty large club tonight. Rouse holding Hogan at second. That one's taken outside for ball 1. So it's been a hit by pitch and a strikeout versus right-handed hitters tonight for Tencher. Let's see what he does against the left-handed hitter, Ethan Mooser. Big lead, great jump. That's going to be an easy steal of third. And how about Oliver Hogan? Man, he was doing what Dylan Perez was trying to do all of last inning. Beautiful secondary and just took off and hit the gas and didn't even need a slide. And that jersey no longer says Legends. It is just all dirt. That slider just misses outside. Tencher would have liked that, but I think that was the right call, missing outside. So how about that for making a pitcher pay for hitting you in the foot? You just steal second and third like that. Set your team up for the go-ahead run. And that is just an easy 4-pitch walk for Mooser. So puts runners on corners. Not the worst thing for Tencher. Is now a ground ball. Ends this inning. And the Crawdads pitching staff escape another hectic inning. For the starter tonight for the Crawdads, Alessandro Martinez. He went 3 scoreless. A beautiful night. No walks. Couple hit batsmen. Just 2 hits allowed, but 5 strikeouts. Here's Tyler O'Toole. And taking second, who could have just crawled there was Ethan Mooser. Clearly the Crawdads just trying to focus on O'Toole, who has had his struggles at the plate this season. You can definitely forget about that with the potential 2-run single here. Slider off the plate again. Goes to 2 balls and no strikes. The infield is in for the Crawdads. Pretty straight up. Outfield as well, also fairly straight up. Left field's a little deeper, playing the pole from O'Toole. Right field playing couple more steps in. The 2-0 to O'Toole. Slider off the plate, swings and misses right through it. And if you're O'Toole, you just got to think, you just got to hit something in the air. Pretty good arms all around the outfield. O'Toole trying to do a job and put the Legends in front here in the 4th. And that slider catches down in the zone. O'Toole maybe would have liked to have seen that one be called a ball, but looks like that one would just nicks the knees. Massive lead over there at second base from Mooser with no one holding him. The 2-2. Fouled straight back. Great adjustment from O'Toole. We saw him swing through that same slider up and away for strike 1 earlier in this at-bat. This time he sits back on a little bit more, showing that he's kind of adjusting to the timing of Tencher, which will happen when you get to pitch number 6 here in the at-bat. Swing and a miss. Another Tencher strikeout with the runner on third, and that is the second out of the inning. And the Crawdads one more away from escaping yet another jam.
Number 21, Michael Aikawa.
And another situation with the runner in scoring position for Michael Aikawa, who struck out in the second in a very similar situation. Infield relaxes back to the end of the dirt. Outfield playing straight up. Right field's very shallow. Strike 1 to Aikawa. If I'm Aikawa and I've been watching the last couple of hitters face Tencher, I'm just sitting on that slider away, because that's really, it's been that slider kind of all inning. The 0-1. That time it runs off the plate. Good take from Aikawa. Aikawa played at Lewis and Clark College, Division III school. Junior year. And he takes strike 2 at the knees. Fantastic hitter, hit .325 and earned all region and all conference honors with 7 home runs, showcasing the power, but also a dual threat on the base path with 10 bags. He calls time to adjust the batting gloves. Now he's locked in, ladies and gentlemen. With 2 outs here, Mooser on a ball in play will get a 2-out jump, increasing his chances to score on a hit. See if Aikawa can deliver the pitch. That one takes low. Another slider from Tencher, who's just spamming the slider button with that release point. It's been a long inning for Tencher. Let's see if he makes a mistake or can keep the ice in his veins. It's going to take a minute to think about it. You know, if the Legends see another opportunity like this go over their head, if the Crawdads can put together a big inning, these men left on base will really start to hurt. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 3 outs, 3 strikeouts for Miles Tincher. Disregard the base runners. And 2 more Legends left on base, leaving this game scoreless, headed into the 5th. For the Crawdads, it'll be Sutter Moss, Riley Winchell, and Elijah Ramos to face Christian Duarte. Coming up. Welcome back to the Menlo Park Legends live stream network here as we enter the top of the 5th inning. A 0-0 score between the Legends and the Crawdads, 2 teams on the other side of the standings, but the Crawdads losers of 2 of their last 3, while the Legends are on a 2-game win streak. I'm Spencer Tracy here, fighting through the technical difficulties, but we are alive here tonight, on a roll. First pitch. And Center Moss may have to retie his shoelaces as he almost swung out of him there on the first pitch of the inning. He did double to lead off the 3rd, but was stranded there and thrown out by Ethan Jackson. There's a towering slider. Did not drop enough and misses high. Duarte has been excellent out of the pen this year. He has shown struggles towards the end of his appearances. There's a hanging slider that Moss is definitely going to want back. Puts him back in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. The top of the order is just amazes me of how talented these players are. And it really emphasizes how important this bottom of the lineup is for this team and what their ceiling can be this season. If you can be table setters for these guys like Rowles, Perez, Ellis, Bull, I mean, this lineup gets really terrifying no matter who you are on the bump. The 2-2 and a emergency swing there from Moss is just enough. It's a real testament to the Crawdads win streak where they were scoring north of 6 or 7, maybe 8 runs, and all of a sudden kind of went quiet on this bit of a skid that they've had. This is also only their 2nd road game of the season. The first one was in Sonoma where they lost. They played 7 straight home games and went 7-1. There's a slider just off the plate. A beautiful at-bat to begin the inning for Sutter Moss. And yet again, displaying elite leadoff man abilities with another leadoff base. Riley Winchell steps in. He walked on 5 pitches, but it was only a matter of time before he was the only base runner after Moss attempted to advance to third, but was thrown out by Jackson. Here's a liner. That's going to get over the head of O'Toole. Holding at second is Moss. And a great job by Lewis to get that ball in and prevent an extra 90. But Riley Winchell's got a base hit the other way. And all of a sudden, Christian Duarte has got some traffic on the base paths with Elijah Ramos in the top of the order due up for the Crawdads.
Number 9, Elijah Ramos.
Ramos, as we mentioned, a ball-in-play hitter. Puts down a bunt, pulls it back, and that misses low for ball 1. Trying to advance both Moss and Winchell at second and first base. Set up 2 runners in scoring position with 1 out for the MVP candidate, Peyton Rowles. There it is, the bunt. Duarte fields it. He tosses over to O'Toole on second, and he throws it away. Here comes Moss. He scores. Winchell's going to be waved around. Here's the throw home. It's in time as he has to hit the brakes. We're playing Summer League. No reason to get hurt here. And that's going to be an out. But the run does come in, and Ramos ends up at third base. It'll be a throwing error on Duarte. But the Crawdads score first.
Number 16, Peyton Rolls.
And just like I was saying,
The song's on.
here's a tapper over to second. Fielding it is Altmark for the out. Ramos does come in to score there. And all of a sudden the Crawdads lead 2-0. And like I said, this is what I was talking about. Now those opportunities where the Legends left, they've left 6 men on base in the first 4 innings. Plenty at bats with players less than 2 outs. And they could not scratch anyone across the board. And now it really hurts because now you've got an upfield battle here. As here is Dylan Perez. And also just a self-inflicted wound just puts some extra salt on it. Makes it sting just a little bit more. And Ramos just giving himself up, too, on a bunt. Like he is giving you an out. There's only 27 in this ball game. So you got to take those. I think O'Toole maybe was still moving over at second there. It is tough as a pitcher. You know, it's such a different motion to be the pitcher, you know, delivering, attacking these hitters, throwing different pitches, and all of a sudden you have to make a throw to the chest. And there's strike 2 to Dylan Perez, evening it at 2 apiece. Perez led off last inning with a walk. Probably still catching his breath from all the running he was doing on the base paths. 2-2 is rolled over to first. Hogan without a problem. And he gets the out. That'll be the end of the top of the 5th inning here for the Crawdads. It'll be the Crawdads do get 2 runners across, taking advantage of a Duarte throwing error and a leadoff walk and single from Winchell and Moss. But the Legends will have a chance to respond with the top of the order due up. It will be Mason Griffin, Aaron Lewis, Ryan Duran. I'm Spencer Tracy on the Menlo Park Legends live stream network. Welcome back to the Menlo Park Legends live stream network. I'm Spencer Tracy on the call with you tonight between the Legends and the Crawdads. The Crawdads strike first with 2 runs in the top half of the 5th inning as we enter the bottom half. It'll be a new arm for Walnut Creek. They're going to send out the right-hander Miles Brand, the sophomore from Modesto College. Brand made 8 appearances and tossed 11 in the 3rd innings, holding just 6 runs to score. He K'd 9, but also had 9 walks, so you might see some patient appearances here from the Legends. Ability to get the strikeout, but also ability to lose control of it. It is his freshman season, so Brand looking to work on his command, take an extra step for Modesto next season. There is a pitch that just hits the edge of the plate for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. To the leadoff man, Mason Griffin, who's grounded out to first, and singled. There's some cleaners there as that fastball misses down and in. Infield pretty straight up other than Peyton Rowles at short, who's playing a couple steps to his left up the middle. This one is skied into shallow left center field. Rowles is still going back, waiting for him to call it off. He does, and it falls! Ryan Ellis called off Rowles in the last second, which is the right play. He has the easier play coming in on the baseball. Rowles is backpedaling and fighting the sunlight. But Ellis just came in too quick. And Mooser, yet again, leading off, getting on base any way you can. The Legends will take that, who are now chasing 2 runs. Here's Aaron Lewis. He'd like to get on base without getting hit by a baseball this time around. This one's fouled straight back from Lewis. The difficulty of having so many pitchers sub in and out of this game. This is the 3rd Crawdad to come in to pitch, and they are yet to give up a run. Is throughout the game you can kind of get a sense of the pitcher's timing to the plate, allowing your base runners to get jumps, more consistent jumps. But each time a new pitcher comes in, you need someone on base to kind of figure out that timing to the plate. When should you go? When should you not? When is he picking? All that is information that helps runners take that extra 90 feet. And the Crawdads keeping the Legends on their toes by bringing in Brand, the 3rd arm of the night. Lewis finds himself in a deep hole down 0-2. An off-speed hitch here could get Griffin moving. He does. Strikes out. Throw down. Did he get him? On the money! Couldn't have placed it better from Riley Winchell. And all Peyton Rowles had to do was show up at second base and drop the glove at the right time, as that ball was right over the foot of Griffin. And it's a strike him out, throw him out. Just like that, there's 2 outs in the inning. Here's Ryan Duran. He looks at strike 1. So makes up for that error. 0-1 is sawed off the hands of Duran, who was not really expecting that off-speed pitch. Kind of a last-minute hack there. So defensive changes, looks like it's going to come in for, some offensive changes for Nick Sinzeri's squad. This one's softly lined into right field. Backpedaling is Perez, who makes the catch, and that'll end the inning. It's a 3-up, 3-down despite the leadoff error from Griffin. No runs, no hits, and just 1 reach base for the Legends. That'll do it for the 5th inning. It's 2-0 Crawdads. It'll be Ellis, Parker, and Bull, the middle of the order, for Duarte, who's going to take the mound again. It's been Spencer Tracy on the Menlo Park Legends live stream network, heading into the 6th inning. Welcome back to the Menlo Park Legends live stream network. I'm Spencer Tracy here with the Crawdads and the Legends. Beginning the top half of the sixth, Christian Duarte misses with a slider outside. A lot of action happening in the dugout for Cinzeri and his squad, making some changes. Paul Wagner subs in at left field for Ethan Musser. Ethan Fillinger fills in at third base. This one's popped up and in play. We got action. And this ball finds Ryder Kelly, who's taking over for Eric Altmark at shortstop. And as they say, when you get subbed into a game, that ball will find you. And that's exactly what happened to Ryder Kelly. Nick Madrigal replaces Ethan Jackson, who can be pleased with his game tonight. Did a fantastic job. Madrigal will take over and finish this game. And then finally, Casey Levitt McGee will go in at first base for Oliver Hogan. And that's going to be the night for Christian Duarte as he gets high five from his fellow Legends. Duarte subs out. We'll get the pitching change for you. We'll see who comes in for the Legends. 2-0 Crawdads here with 1 out in the top of the 6th inning. Welcome back to the Menlo Park Legends live stream network as we have Henry Harding taking over the duties for Christian Duarte. Got the first batter, Ellis, to pop out. He faces Kevin Parker. Kevin Parker takes strike one. Loops in another off-speed pitch to get ahead quick. No balls and 2 strikes. It was a 2 1/3 innings of work for Duarte. Struck out 2 Crawdads, allowed 2 free passes on just 1 hit. And he gets him looking. Welcome to the game, Henry Harding. Just needed 3 pitches to sit down Kevin Parker, and that bat will go back to the dugout without a mark. Harding, a sophomore from Palo Alto, California. Not an intimidating presence on the mound, but definitely some talent. At Palo Alto High School. A very good baseball program there. Freshman right-hander joined Holy Cross. Decorated multi-sport career at Palo Alto High School as well. 17 games, posted 2-2 record, struck out 29 hitters in 30 innings. giving off similarities to like Marcus Stroman and even a Kai Manick the other night for the Legends. That one misses down. The 1-2. That one misses outside. Harding was also named first-team All-League Honors in 2024 and was named a Cal High Sports Northern California Baseball Player of the Week in 2023. And he gets another Crawdad swinging. How about that statement out of the bullpen from Henry Harding? Looking mighty strong out there at the bump. And it's a 3-up, 3-down for the Crawdads as the Legends hold the deficit to just 2. Entering the the bottom half of the 6th inning, it will be the newcomers, Ryder Kelly, Casey Levitt-McGee, and Nick Madrigal coming up for the Legends in the home half of the 6th.
Bottom 7. Feels good, yeah. Thanks. Justin's funny.
Welcome back to the Menlo Park Legends live stream network. I'm Spencer Tracy here on the call. It's 2-0 Crawdads here as we get through just over the halfway mark. I think towards the end of the 6th inning. Really entering the last third of the game here. It'll be Ryder Kelly who's going to make his stamp in the box, entering this game off the bench. Freshman infielder from Menlo Park, local kid. Played at MA. Committed to UC Davis. He had 356 in 92 varsity games, including just under 100 hits. Starts and takes it off. Showcased the speed so far in this season as a Menlo Park legend. Rolls this one foul. That's kind of what the CCL has been used for these players, whether they're transitioning from one school to another, making the jump from a D3 or a D2 to a D1, or just trying to smoothen that transition from the high school to the collegiate level. Kelly takes a pitch in the outside corner. Kelly asking a question or two about that last call. I don't blame him. That one looked a bit on the outer half of the plate. The 1-2. Misses down. Kelly gets the count to 2-2. Trying to get something going here for the Legends. Swing and a miss. Second strikeout for Miles Brand. And that'll bring up Casey Levitt-McGee, who came in at first base for the Legends. And a touching green bat for him. Check swing. Let's see if he holds. He did not. And I don't think Levitt-McGee was surprised by that, as he pretty much fully committed to that pitch. McGee takes a fastball in and spoils it foul. He's now down the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Currently in the portal, looking for his last home as he enters his redshirt freshman season. 6'2" from San Francisco, California. McGee redshirted his junior year as first baseman outfielder before entering Cal State Bakersfield, where he hit .385 and .397. Here's the payoff. That one just misses around the hands, but in tight for a ball. Before that, he played at Laney College, where he was earned the honors of being first team All-League. 1-2. That one misses down. Another example, but a different kind of example of a player trying to use the CCL to kind of strengthen that resume. Got him looking with the backdoor slider. You want to check my audio? I think you cut my audio.
It was dying. How are we charging?
I don't know.
It was at 10%.
Number 26, Nick Madrigal.
Here's Madrigal. So far, the two legends making their first appearance of the game have gone down swinging and looking via the strikeout. Madrigal looking to change the pace here, put something in play. Take strike one right over the plate. Miles Brand, who came into this game and came into this season with the ability to strike guys out, but had proven with the walk count to be a little wild. There's a healthy hack there from Madrigal. He was hoping that ball would still be in the air by now. But Brand has really controlled the strike zone. Only 3 of the first 5 hitters have had 2-ball counts, but he's been well ahead in all those counts. Earning himself 3 strikeouts and even avoiding a near disaster with the first batter he faced reaching on an error. One misses just off the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Legend still searching for that first run here on a breezy Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Got him looking. And whatever Madrigal was sitting on, it wasn't a fastball at the knees because that's what he got. And Brand K's the side. And that will do it for the home half of the 6th. No runs, no hits, no one left on. It was all Miles Brand. And the Crawdads hold their 2-0 lead. Heading in to the top of the 7th, it'll be Henry Harding and the Menlo Park Legends here on their live stream network. Or cowbell.
That's right. This was the walk-up song for Charlie Bates at last year at Stanford, and I brought a cowbell.
Nice. That's awesome.
His mom, asked me to, and I said, she was like, I'm not allowed to, but he wouldn't be mad if somebody else did. So I did that.
That's awesome. I love that.
He picked some dumb mumble rap songs. So.
Yeah. That gets the fans involved too. You know, you want to get the fans involved.
Can we get a little more cowbell, maybe? Anybody got a cowbell?
There you go.
She's like, what?
Yeah, I know. Just like, what are you talking about? Oh, I
It's
see.
not cowbell
I
enough.
see. I see.
Oh, there's...
Oh, it's Barrett Ronson, not Bronson.
Oh.
The guy hitting. I've been saying Bronson. I just realized it's Ronson.
Oops.
It looked like Bronson on the sheet they gave us.
Their fault for having bad handwriting.
Welcome back to the Menlo Park Legends live stream network here. A beautiful Wednesday night at Balin's Park. And a tight one. It's 2-0. It's been
number 17, Barrett.
a back and forth to start. But the Crawdads strike first, and they're looking to expand their lead here, facing Henry Harding, who had a strong top of the 6th inning. This first one is flied out to right by Ronson. Camped underneath it is Lewis, and he makes the catch. 1 down, 2 to go. Nothing a pitcher likes better than a first pitch out. Maybe a strikeout, but
number
you know what?
11, Sutter
Argue
Moss.
about that another day. Sutter Moss, he's been quite the leadoff man tonight. He's hitting second in this inning, but a leadoff double and a walk. Scored the first run of the game too on an error. Fouls this first one back to the screen on a wild throw from Duarte after Elijah Ramos was trying to give himself up on a bunt. The play went got kind of hectic. Ended up in Winchell being thrown out at the plate by quite some feet. And then Ramos coming in to score on a Peyton Rowell's round out, just a pitch later. And now we stand 2-0 Crawdads. Looking to end a 3-game win streak with a 2-game win streak after a win last night. There's a fastball in on the hands that tightens up Sutter Moss. It's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the payoff. Back door, just missed him. And a second of holding their breath was Sutter Moss. As you take a pitch that close and you're almost hoping either the umpire makes the right call or doesn't ring you up. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Some high heat from Henry Harding. It has been quiet offensively for the Crawdads since Harding took over. His third strikeout and 5 batters faced tonight. Coming in for Duarte, 4 batters faced. Came in for Duarte with just 1 out in the inning. That's a slider that flies off the plate for ball 1. Riley Winchell, he's singled. He's been on base twice. Singled his last at-bat. He's been put out on the base paths at home and at second. He's got that bat that kind of sits low in his back hip. There's a curveball that finds the outside corner for strike 1. You know, it's fun. It's easy to make fun of these hitters with really strange batting stances. You think of Kevin Euclid, who had his hand almost a third up the bat, and the other hand at the bottom of the bat.
Ooh, split right.
There's a foul ball back to the screen. It really doesn't matter where you position yourself. You could be on a handstand. You could be on one knee. You could balance your bat on your head. It doesn't matter. As long as you get to that loading position, ready to just pull the trigger on the bat, on the ball. It's whoever's comfortable. Swing and a miss. And how about another Henry Harding strikeout victim? You can add Riley Winchell to a lengthened list.
Henry Harding strikes out the side with no runs, no hits, no errors.
As that's number 4 for the kid.
Base.
And we head to the last of the 7th.
It's time for the 7th inning stretch.
For the Menlo Park Legends.
You are
Still
able,
searching for the
sing,
first run and
take me out
trailing
to
2.
the ball
It will
game.
be Paul Wagner, Carlos Kuzmar, and Ethan Fillinger for the Legends.
Take me into the crowd. I need some Legends. And why don't you stay on your feet and show me how you bust a move. Let's see some dancing out there. Somebody, bust a move. Let's go. I see you in the front. There you go.
Pitcher's name's Noah Zirkle.
Yeah,
It's
sounds
a little
right.
it's a little bassy out there. It's like too much bass.
Too much space.
That's good.
Welcome back to the Menlo Park Legends live stream network here as we enter the bottom half, the 7th inning stretch, bottom half of the 7th, as it will be Paul Wagner making his first plate appearance of the night, coming in for left fielder Ethan Mooser. It's a new pitcher on the bump for the Crawdads. Noah Zirkle, Cal State East Bay player.
Oops.
Almost at West Valley College and Fresno State before going over to the East Bay. One takes outside. It's his 3rd season with the Crawdads.
Kind of, just so
Only
I know
21 innings pitched. Most of his time from 2025, where he went 12 innings on 14 earned runs, 12 walks, but 8 Ks.
Who? Oh.
I don't know if you meant hitting or pitching.
Looking to take over more of a role here with the good Crawdads team in 2026.
At least 10 hitting. I don't know all of them. Pitching.
One of his reasons for leaving West Valley Community College and Fresno State was he was looking for a consistent home and coaching staff with player development, and Cal State East Bay just checked all those boxes. This one's ripped down the left field line. If it's got grass, it could get over the fence. Isn't fair. Oh, it's foul.
Oh, no. Woo.
And everyone's stunned. Paul Wagner. And that might be Noah Zirkle's favorite strike of the game. Down the left field line, just a straight line drive. Not a towering fly ball at all, but it got out in a hurry. But it's just foul. Legends just inches from their first run of the ball game. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. This one's lined into center field. Back goes Braden Bull. Back over the head of Bull. Wagner's got some wheels. He's going for 3rd. Wagner's got a stand-up triple. This ball gets away, but backing up is Zirkle. Great backup by the pitcher, Noah Zirkle. And Paul Wagner, you'll take it. You would have rather had the jog around the bases, but you'll take some cardio over to 3rd base instead. And that'll bring up Carlos Kuzmar, a leadoff 3-bagger
Number 33.
that
Carlos
snuck over the head of
Kuzmar.
Braden Bull in dead center field. What an awesome at-bat for Paul Wagner. Getting some extra exit velocity numbers. Carlos Kuzmar steps in now. He flies one to right field. This one might be deep enough. It should be. It's over to Dylan Perez. He's back behind it. Gets the throw in. Cut off. And no throw necessary for Ronson. And the Legends are on the board.
Hold on.
A sacrifice fly on the first pitch Kuzmar sees of the ball game.
Who's number 28? Oh, wait. Ethan. Number 28.
And the Legends
Billinger.
cut the lead in half. And inch a bit closer. Fillinger now, with his first at-bat of the game, looking to get on for this top of the lineup. That has been rather successful tonight. at setting the table. Just still looking for that big hit. Dillinger takes strike one.
I'll be in and out, because
Dillinger still getting used to the strike zone a bit. Didn't love that strike two call. He skies this one in center field. This one more playable for Bull. Jogs in, makes the catch. 2 away here in the 7th.
Number 34, Mason Griffin.
So Zirkle having a lot more fun facing the rest of the legends, not named Paul Wagner, after hitting a foul ball home run and then immediately hitting a one-hopper off the fence for a 3-bagger. Retires Kuzmar and Fillinger with ease. I'll bring up Mason Griffin. Griffin with a big swing. Down to the count now, no balls and 1 strike. And something the coaching staff saw in the previous 3 at-bats from Griffin has created a lefty shift here as Rowles is playing right behind second base. Kevin Parker, the third baseman, not too shifted over, but definitely playing more towards the hole between third and short. And second baseman Elijah Ramos playing relatively straight up at second. And it's rolled right over to Ramos. Ball's going to kind of run on him. Spinning throw, and he got him. Gold glove play by Elijah Ramos. In the hole. One of the more fun plays to make at second base because you've got that time, but you also still got to make the flashy 360 play. What a job. Regardless, the Legends do get on the board here, and the shutout is ended. It's 2-1 Legends thanks to a Paul Wagner triple as we head into the beginning of the 8th inning on the Menlo Park Legends live stream network.
Sorry, I kind of lost track of the away hits. Do they have 2 hits still?
Let me look.
And when Doug, can you give me how many strikeouts we have on the staff? Hitting, we have 10, I believe.
Yeah.
I think they have 2 hits.
So you still have 2 hits?
We do or they do?
Us, or them, sorry.
Them.
I know we have 4.
1, 2, I have 2 hits for them.
Okay, perfect. And then, how many times have we struck them out?
We have struck them out 2, 4, 6, 8 times.
And then bottom of the 8th, we'll do a. Did you bat race?
You want to?
Race? Separate. Yeah.
Yeah, that one you pick 2. So have Justin pick 2 kids, probably older kids.
So how do they do it? They start.
So the way that we did it last time was bad.
How do you want to do it?
Have them. Hold on.
Yeah, you good.
Is it number 9? Number 9, Elijah Ramos.
You just text it.
Elijah Ramos, the 9-hitter, after making that awesome play at second base. Ranging to his left, spinning and throwing out the final out. Mason Griffin leads off this inning for the Crawdads. He takes the ball. Oh, a strike, late call. Relying on the physical strike motion by the umpire to see if it's a strike, if it's borderline. As got my headset on, I can't exactly hear this loud screech of a hoo-yah! Second pitch to Ramos is fouled off. No balls and 2 strikes. It's been 2 runs on 2 hits and no errors for the Crawdads tonight. This one's flipped into right center field. Take a step back at first is Lewis, but he comes charging in to record the out. And 1 gone. Just more easy work for Henry Harding.
Yeah.
Just the second Crawdad to put a ball in play, and they've been popping out to right fielder Aaron Lewis both times. The rest of them have been striking out. They'll have to face Peyton Rowell.
At bat,
Rouse is-
16, Peyton Rouse.
No strike or one.
That is, almost misses up. Might have been a strike if Madrigal caught that one. Kind of hung around the strike zone a bit. We've seen the home plate umpire call those strikes. There's a curveball for a strike.
How do you feel about tequila as the song?
Rouse hard guy to retire.
Yeah. I'm going down there real quick.
And there's an ugly swing from Rouse, and he's going to take a little bit of a walk to forget about that, as it's been all Henry Harding.
No, but it doesn't let me change for the first inning. What I do, I just think I'll do it.
Here's the payoff to Rouse. Curveball struck him out swinging. No one can touch Henry Harding tonight. And he is going to keep the door open for the Legends late in this game, just
Number
chasing
22,
one run.
Dylan Perez.
And that'll bring up the lefty Dylan Perez, who's just trying to put something in play, maybe even get on base. The previous 7 Crawdads to face Harding have all immediately taken a seat back to the dugout. First trying to switch something up. Harding is just in a groove right now. One misses outside. Still piping that velocity over the plate towards Madrigal, the new catcher tonight. Defense pretty straight up. O'Toole at second, Mason at center, and Lewis at right. The only guys who started this game still in tonight. There's a strike on the outside corner. Another delayed call from the home plate umpire, just keeping me on the edge of my seat here. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Harding hunting for that 6th strikeout of the night. Just outside, and we all thought Harding had strikeout number 6, and I think this walk off the mound here makes me think Harding thought the same thing. That backdoor slider just a bit outside, I guess. The 2-2 regardless. Swing and a miss. Henry Harding, ice the arm,
Another
do something, save the ball.
No runs, no hits.
No man
errors,
is more
and no
confident
runners left
in
on
his stuff
base.
right now than Henry Harding. And the door is left open. The Legends needing just 1 to tie this game and 2 to take the lead. They enter the last of the 8th. Their final 6 outs of this ball game. It'll be the second hitter, Aaron Lewis, Ryan Duran, and Ryder Kelly. The heart of the order, to see if they can shake this game up against the Walnut Creek Crawdads. I'm Spencer Tracy on the Menlo Park Legends live
All
stream
right,
network.
one more game for tonight. What do you guys think? We are going to do a dizzy bat race. Yes. All right, my 2 racers. I want you to line up near home plate, both on the first base line. You're going to put your forehead on that bat knob. You're going to spin around 10 times, and then you are going to race down the first base line, still in foul territory, please, to grab a prize. First one to grab that prize wins. Remember, forehead on the bat knob, bat barrel on the ground. And I'm going to count you out for your spins. No, both on the first base line. Or, nope. Okay. No. Nope. Ready? 1, 2, 3,
You gotta get him out of there.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now run, run, run! There we go! Run, run, run! baseball direction runner. It seems to be taking the lead. Where our our clockwise runner. Oh, he's getting there. He's almost there. Oh, and a winner. There we go. Congratulations to our awesome fan in the really amazing Legends Camp swag. All of that.
Wow.
Thank you for your patience, Walnut Creek Crawdads, while we did that. Speaking of our Legends Camps, if you are interested in joining us for summer camp this summer, our camps are filling up fast. If you sign up, you can also get a really cool gear box with some drip jerseys. To learn more about our Legends Camps, go to legendscamps.com. I assume David forced me to do it that way.
I saw him talking.
Yeah.
I had a feeling
It is
like that.
absolutely not safe
That
or
was-
appropriate.
No, the pitcher was pissed.
Welcome
Oh,
back to
yeah.
the Menlo Park Legends live stream network. I'm Spencer Tracy here on the call. The Legends down 2-1
Who's number 5?
as
Oh, a Barkley of volley.
we have a pinch hitter here. It'll be number 5 for the Legends.
Fine.
Another pinch hitter
I
for
heard Bark. I think it was
this
Bark.
offense.
Yep.
Pinch hitting for the Legends.
Barclay
number 5.
Ovale.
Barclay Ovale.
You take strike 1 from a new pitcher, Jacob Coburn. 33, Jacob Coburn comes in for the Crawdads in crunch time. And a quick 0-2 to Barclay Ovale. Ovale, 6-foot sophomore from San Fran. Currently in the portal after playing at Fresno State, the D1 level. He's a 2025 Mountain West Scholar athlete, appeared in 24 games, 9 starts at Fresno State just last season. Takes a really nasty 0-2 pitch low. Looking for a better product. Defense was there with 1,000 fielding percentage, hitting 200. There's a pitch. Outside for strike 3. And I think Avale's got a case for an argument. That one looked a bit on the outside of the plate, but quite the spot by Coburn for out number 1. A big out number 1.
Number 22.
Because all of a
Ryan
sudden you look
Duran.
up at that scoreboard and you see that 8 number by the inning tally. And the Crawdads are counting their outs. The Legends down to 5 now. Just chasing 1. That's strike 1 to Ryan Duran. Designated hitter. Just been hitting in his bat tonight. And he takes a quick strike 2. How about Jacob Coburn not messing around? First 2 hitters taking 2 strikes. Duran has singled. Reached on a fielder's choice and flied out to right. 0-2. Swing and a miss. And Corbin is in flow state right now. Breezing through the first 2 Legends hitters he's faced in this
Number
inning.
39.
No problem.
Ryder Kelly.
He'll bring up Menlo Atherton High alum Ryder Kelly. Ryder Kelly getting a taste for the collegiate level before he goes to UC Davis in the fall. Takes ball 1. Big hack there. I love that approach from a guy who just saw the first 2 hitters in front of him look at 2 strikes immediately and then go down swinging and looking. You want to get that fastball to the plate because you only get 3 strikes. This one's lined to right center field. That's got grass. It's going to be a tough play for Perez to cut off. Kelly's going to dig for second. I think he's going to make it. A good throw might get him, and he's in there standing. A 2-out double by Ryder Kelly. puts the pressure right back on Coburn, as that brings up Casey Levitt McGee with the tying run. Ryder Kelly, some good speed on second.
At bat, number 7, Casey Levitt McGee.
Just a beautiful approach from Ryder Kelly, letting that heater get deep in the box, finding the barrel, and then just letting the legs do the rest of the work. Just right in the middle of Bull and Perez. Nothing they could do there but keep Kelly from going for third. You've seen the Legends sniff that third base bag a few times. See if first pitch strike to McGee. Kelly definitely has the speed to take third, but with 2 outs and a 2-out jump, he might just wait for Levitt McGee to put one in play here. It's a slider in the dirt, evens the count at 1 apiece. Legends' 4th hit of the night. 1 run with 2 errors. 1 error. Cost them a run. Coburn wisely making sure to stop the feet of Ryder Kelly. Got to imagine a hit here, no matter what it is. Third base coach is going to be aggressive with 2 outs. There's a strike in the inside corner, another fastball. He struck out looking, his first at plate appearance. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss! And the 2-out double from Kelly does no harm for the Crawdads.
No runs, 1 hit.
As even
no
third base coach from the Legends has to dab up. Jacob Coburn. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left on for the Legends in the last of the 8th. We head to the 9th. Crawdads lead 2-1 here on the Menlo Park Legends live stream network. Yeah, keep partying out there. Why not?
Most of my music is inspired by Stranger Baseball. Let's be real.
I love it.
It's your last chance of the night to go to our concession stand. Get yourself a triple slay, a double cheeseburger with a tri-tip, or a root beer float. Who's that pitching? Oh, it's still Henry.
Still Henry.
Of course it's still Henry. He's killing it.
Yeah, I know. He's spinning monster.
Sorry, you keep giggling at your commentary. It's great.
Thank you.
It's very good.
Thank you. It's my first time alone doing it.
You're doing good.
Thank you. I
You're doing
appreciate
really
it.
good. It's hard.
It is hard, yeah. It's hard to do all of this.
All of it.
And
also,
I usually, when Philip's talking, I have time to kind of
like check the
build
next
up what I'm
thing.
going to say, but
Nope, you're just saying stuff.
I'm
You're just saying words. I met your good friend the other day, Rami. He was supposed to be here tonight, but he was in the ER last night. He's
Yeah,
very
he said
sick.
he isn't used to running as much as he is. That was funny. Yeah,
Who's
Rami's
number 4 on them?
Good question. Welcome back here at the top of the 9th inning. As Henry Harding goes out for another inning of work, facing a pinch hitter for the Crawdads, Shane Aldridge. Comes in to replace Ryan Ellis.
Pinch hitting for the Walnut Creek
It's ball
Crawdads.
2.
Number 4, Shane Aldridge.
Aldridge, a speedster, playing the leadoff role in this inning. Swiped 13 bags in 44 games, thanks to hitting .333 over at Menlo College. Great high school career at Moreau Catholic High School. Hitting .402 as a varsity hitter in 2 seasons. Swings through the third pitch he sees. And I think with a player like Aldridge's speed, you're trying to get some insurance runs here. Kevin Parker is playing, Ethan Fillinger is playing way back at third base. Throw a bunt down. But why throw a bunt down when you can float one over to left field for a hit? And Shane Aldridge gets the party started for the Crawdads. That'll bring up Kevin Parker, who's
Number
still
8,
searching
Kevin Parker Jr.
for his first hit. He's been struck out twice, and he's grounded out to third.
Oh, there's that bunt we were talking about.
Shows bunt there and decides to pick over. Perhaps their legends get a sneak peek of what the game plan is for their approach here with Aldridge. Someone who can steal a base. You might as well test that. He does get the bunt, but he gets it fouled back. That is not what you want to do. Keep that ball down. Once it gets popped in the air, you put everyone in danger. And potentially eliminate yourself from any threat. Fillinger coming and crashing hard. Over at third base. He's playing it on the grass. Here he comes. It's the bunt. Pulls it back, misses high. That's the other thing. Great job by Madrigal to keep out for. As a guy on first base, you want to get the best jump possible to second. So even if a bunt finds a fielder quickly, you still have a chance to be safe. But doing so, you need to take a very big extension off first base, which makes you vulnerable to the back door. There's a looping curveball that misses high. Broke late, I guess. 2 balls and 1 strike now to Parker. Aldridge not a huge lead, giving the idea he's going to steal here. Another bunt attempt. That one catches the outside corner for a strike. Great spot. Parker again pulled his bat back. Now with 2 strikes, Parker won't be bunting. A foul ball bunt would be a strikeout. Might see Aldridge run then. Eliminate the double play ball. The pitch. Looping curveball pops over to Ryder Kelly's head. He's going back. He's all alone out there. He's underneath it now and makes the catch. Not an easy play for Ryder Kelly, but he got to the destination in a hurry.
Now batting, number 7, Bryden
Record the
Bull.
first out. A big out there for the Legends, as it's an unproductive out for Kevin Parker. Bryden Bull, though, the power hitting 5th hitter tonight, has been quiet. A ground out, reached on an error, and struck out. He fouls a fastball right back, and he missed a good one. He knows it.
Don't forget to go get that foul ball. You'll get some special prize.
Definitely want to keep an eye on Aldridge and
to
that
the
speed.
entrance table.
As a 90 feet is just for the taking. It's just a matter of when he wants to go. Harding's got to do a good job of keeping him on the base pass. Something he hasn't had to worry about, retiring the first 8 hitters for the Legends. Not only was Aldridge the first hit against Harding, but the first base runner for the Crawdads since the Elijah Ramos error, reaching on an error via the bunt in the 5th inning. Checks on Aldridge. Almost put down a bunt with 2 runners on and nobody out. That was the last time the Crawdads were on base. Here we go on the 9th inning, 2-1.
Ooh, the movement on that.
There's a breaking ball that just misses the outside corner. Just a bit outside. Harding's done a fantastic job keeping this game within reach for the Legends. trying to finish it off. There's a fastball, floats down the left field line. That's going to stay fair. Going over into the corner is Wagner. Over to third is Aldridge, and into second base. Standing is Bull, and the Crawdads are swinging back. Got in on the hands, but Bull
Now
got
batting
inside
number
just
17,
enough
Barrett Bronson.
to hit a soft liner down the left field line.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden the Crawdads can really add some insurance runs here. That's going to bring up Barrett Ronson. Looping curveball inside, misses for ball one. And that's where the situations make a huge difference. If Parker can get a bunt down and move Aldridge over to second for Bull, that he's walking into home, and all of a sudden it's 3-1 with Bull on second base. This one's tapped up the middle to Kelly. He stabs at it, throws it across the diamond to McGee to get the out. But again, a ground out to short results in a run for the Crawdads to extend their lead 3-1. Also moves Bull
Now batting
over
number
to
11,
third,
Sutter Moss.
which puts pressure on Madrigal behind the plate. That ball kicks away, and you just give the Crawdads yet another run. Trying to only be searching for 2 instead of 3. Harding misses the first pitch away. Over to Sutter Moss, who's been an on-base machine, reaching via the double and the walk. However, he was also another strikeout victim to Henry Harding. Trying to win this battle his second go-around. Swing and a miss, and he was on a knee after that one. He had other plans for that pitch. And he skies this one into the dark night, into the lights. Underneath it is Fillinger. He makes the catch, and the inning is over.
1 run.
The
2
Crawdads
hits, no errors.
get a leadoff
and
hit
1
from a
runner
pinch hitter,
left
Shane
on
Aldridge,
base.
and punish him with Brian Bull collecting a double and eventually scoring Aldridge and extending their lead 3-1 as we head into the bottom of the 9th inning. This is where the magic happens for the Menlo Park Legends, their last 3 outs of the game. It will be Madrigal, the catcher, Paul Wagner, and Carlos Kuzmar for the Legends here on the Menlo Park Legends live stream network.
Who's number 8?
Is that the pitcher?
No, on our team. Because he's...
Joey D'Amelio.
Alright. He's coming in.
Cool. Great catch.
He looks like he's going in for Nick.
Yeah.
Because Paul is also up.
Hey, you should have made your Sunday ball with a cane on it, bro.
Welcome back to the Menlo Park Legends live stream network as we enter the bottom of the 9th inning here with pinch hitter Joey D'Amelio coming up to bat for the Legends. The sophomore looking for his collegiate home. Sierra University product. Heard good things about that spot.
At bat, pinch hitting number 8.
Maybe will come in to hit for Nick Madrigal. Trying to get the light started. They're going to need more than just a base runner here as they are seeking 2 runs. It's been a tale of runners in scoring position and who have won those at-bats. It's been the Crawdads by making things happen on the base paths with some bunts forcing mistakes from the Legends. And they've scored 2 of their 3 runs from grounding out to the shortstop. Just putting the ball in play with runners in scoring position has served them well as D'Amelio takes ball 1. Jacob Corbin will go in for his second inning of work. Emilio flies this one back, and this one's stuck in the fence.
Whoa.
You can't quite see it.
Yeah.
Maybe we can. Look at there it is. Swings through for strike 2 is D'Amelio. And as the Legends work on tying this ball game up here, some kids here are working on trying to get that ball. Still stuck in the fence. D'Amelio, the 1-2. Wild 1-2, evens the count of 2-2, a non-competitive pitch from Coburn.
Another one got stuck in the fence.
And another ball just got stuck in the fence.
There's no way. Watch your fingers, please.
Emilio trying to be a leadoff man. He stings this one to center field. This one hangs up a little too much, and it's right at Brighton Bowl for out number 1. A big out for Coburn and the Crawdads. After scoring just 1 run through the first 8 innings, it seems really tough to try and tie this game up 3-1. But this team has shown miracles in the past. The Crawdads led the Legends going into the 7th and 8th inning 8-3. They ended up just winning that game 14-10. Legends also faced the Seagulls on opening night of the CCL here a couple weeks ago at Baylands Park. They trailed 12-5. They got the winning run at second base in the 9th inning. So this Dick Stanzari's team is no stranger to a comeback. And as the saying always goes, down 2, all you need is a bloop and a blast. It doesn't have to be 2 home runs or a Paul Wagner foul ball home run and a triple. You just need something, just 2 things to go right. Maybe capitalize on some mistakes. No one's hit the ball harder tonight than Paul Wagner. That one misses outside. Wagner now in the driver's seat with 3 balls and 1 strike. Once you get that first guy on, the belief is a little contagious, starts to spread. Huge swing from Wagner. I was well behind as that's strike 3. And the Legends are now just down to their final strike. Game rides on Carlos Kuzmar now. Filled in for Tyler O'Toole at second base.
Carlos Kuzmar.
First pitch. This is outside. Crawdads have been hanging by a thread with the 2-1 lead from the last third of this game. They're looking to finish this. That's another ball outside. On deck is Ethan Fillinger. He's hoping to get a chance to make an impact in this potential Legends comeback. Pitch. Just a bit high, and it's 3-0. It's Summer League, so you never know, but down 2 with 2 outs in the 9th inning. I'd assume a 3-0 count here. Kuzmar's taken. And I was wrong, as he takes a pretty healthy hack Corbin still got to do that 2 more times. Pitch. High fly ball. Legends are praying that thing that gets out, and it will.
Don't forget, you return that foul ball to the entrance table for a special legendary prize.
Hopefully miss some cars parked behind home plate. Battled all the way back. Goes
You
Corbin.
invite all the kids to
3 balls and
run
2
the
strikes.
bases after the game.
Swing and a miss. And
Yes,
this
right now.
game is over. The Crawdads, hanging by a thread,
no errors, and no
scraped
runs
just
on
3
base.
runs,
Thank
but
you
still
very
comfortable
much
enough
for
to win
joining
it
us tonight
as
at
they
the
pour
Baylands
across
Park for the
and meet
Menlo Park
Jacob
Legends
Copeland,
versus your-
who
the
records a
Walnut
save.
Crawdads. Oh, kids
And the
in
Crawdads
attendance,
continue
don't
their win
leave
streak
just yet. You
and
have
their
the
journey
chance
to the
run
top of the north.
bases, meet at the first base dugout,
The Legends
and get a chance to see what it's like
Drop
to
this
run
one
like a
3-1.
legend.
and end their 2-game losing streak.
Nope, that's not how we play.
And it was a tale of 2 teams. The Legends got off to such a hot start. 2 early hits in the first inning, couldn't get guys through. Multiple
Don't forget-
times they had runners on second
Don't
and
forget,
third with less
run
than 2
those
outs.
bases like a legend. Meet at the first base
But you gotta
dugout.
tip your cap to the Crawdads pitching
you, bro.
staff, Martinez, Trencher, who even got into some hot water but was able to get out of it by striking the Legends out. And then
When's our
Noah
next
Zirkle,
game,
who ran
Sunday?
into a
No, it's Wednesday, I thought.
motivated off the bench Paul Wagner, who had a foul ball home run but still ended up scoring on a triple, was able to cool the waters along with Jacob Copeland, who just was lights out other than the Ryder Kelly double. And on the Crawdad side, mission accomplished. They kept the big 3-headed monster Peyton Rowles hitless, despite collecting an RBI on a ground out. They kept Brian Bull, who just had the 1 double that didn't turn out to really hurt him too bad, as they couldn't scratch anything across the 9th inning.
Also,
And then Ryan
please
Ellis,
join us
also
next
hitless
Wednesday for our next
the game.
home game.
So you
Yes.
take away their 3 best hitters and some of the best hitters in the entire
Please, San
league.
Francisco
And they
Seagulls.
still-
And if you're running those
it was
bases,
the
run
offense
those bases.
and hitting
Good work,
the
everyone.
pitching that the Crawdads put together. Quite the group of guys.
All over
Alessandro
that
Martinez,
young man,
not a lot of
ripping
games under his
the-
belt this season.
There we
Won his collegiate
go.
career,
Great
proved a
work,
great one tonight, 3
everyone.
shutout innings. Tencher,
Thanks again for
Miles
joining
Brand
us
showed
tonight
command
at Baylands
in
Park for tonight's game. We will
his
see you
collegiate
again
season last
next
season, but comes in with
Wednesday.
4
Same place,
strikeouts
same
and
time,
2 shutout innings
same
and no
place.
walks. So you really just tipped the cap. Zirkle and Copeland were great the last 9 outs in this game. You really just tipped the cap to the Crawdads. They made the right plays. They put in the right guys. And they end up victorious here tonight, 3-1. That's gonna do us. That's gonna do it here for me, Spencer Tracy, here in the booth at Baylands Park on a wonderful Wednesday night. We got quite some action. We saw defense, offense, pitching, some hitting. We got some power. It was an exciting one. More to come with Philip Paul McCall and Spencer Tracy later this season. We'll have Philip returning next week as he gets back from his little vacation, summer vacation. It is summertime for all of us. But that is going to do it for me on the Menlo Park Legends live stream network. The final score, the Walnut Creek Legends 3, the Menlo Park Legends 1.
I just want to say thank you so much for all your help.
Oh, yeah, of
we
course,
really
man.
appreciate you guys.
Yeah,
Hope you
yeah,
have
yeah.
a good stream.